What's up, YouTube? So today I'm going to be going through 7 at-home recovery tools that range from where you don't need any experience to where you need some experience, like having it done on you before you should attempt it at home by yourself. Also, I have things that range that cost no money to you need to spend a little bit to if you need that extra push of recovery, if let's say you're like a professional athlete, or if you want to get more in the realm of becoming like an athlete that works out a lot and you need to advance your recovery tools. So don't forget to like and subscribe and write down in the comments if you have any questions or want to see any more types of videos like this, and let's get into the video. So the first form of recovery that I'm going to talk about is stretching. Stretching is so important. There is no professional athlete that doesn't spend time stretching or spending time on mobility work. Now, stretching is absolutely free. You don't need any money to do it. Anyone can stretch. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that go through like yoga stretching, deep stretching, things like that. So stretching is so important. I can't stress that enough. Everyone should be doing it. Stretching out those muscles after you worked out and they're tightened up will definitely help you recover way faster than if you don't stretch. Like, if you stretch, you might be a little less sore than if you just sat on the couch all day and go into the gym. It will help you perform better, help your technique be better. It is just so freaking important. So number 2 on the list that also any beginner can do, are you ready for it? Hot baths, but with Epsom salt. Epsom salt is amazing for recovery. Also, just a hot bath in general will help. I like to have bubble baths, so I have this Dr. Teal's foaming bath with pure Epsom salt. This has Epsom salt in it, but also I put actual Epsom salt into the bath as well, along with this, because I just, double the Epsom salt. You can't go wrong with too much Epsom salt. So this is a great tool for recovery, and it's cheap to low cost, and anyone can do it. You just gotta sit and relax in a nice hot bubble bath. Number 3 on the list that we're going to talk about, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this and have either tried it before, but foam rolling is so amazing for recovery. You can get this for probably like $20 to $30 at Dick's Sporting Goods or on Amazon. You can get pretty cheap ones. I also have one that if you want it a little bit more intense, I bought a PVC pipe from Lowe's, and then I wrapped that stretchy like athlete's tape over it, and ooh, it hits the spot so good. This is like if I'm really sore and I can't handle the PVC pipe, but PVC pipes are so amazing for like really getting in there if you have like really freaking tight muscles and you need to get down deep. It hurts real bad, but it feels so good. So yeah, some ways to foam roll that I like to do. Sometimes you just gotta sit on it, rub out the glutes. Now, you should be doing this before and after you work out. Just kind of loosen up the muscles and get them going, get some blood flow in there, and then after your workout so you can stretch out your muscles. I will usually foam roll after I work out and then stretch, so I'm already kind of loosened up before I stretch. And ooh boy, it hurts, but it feels so good. Now, the 4th recovery tool that I'm going to talk about is a lacrosse ball. Now, this does something similar to the foam roller, but it's in a smaller circumference and surface area, so it's gonna get in really deep. Lacrosse balls hurt so bad, but they're amazing for recovery. A lot of powerlifters use them, CrossFitters, top level athletes use it just so it can really get in there and work out the muscle. If you have a knot in there, it's amazing for that. And ooh, it hurts. I don't have it on me because it seemed to roll away somewhere. I don't know where it went in my place. They are very easy to lose, but they're cheap. So that's another recovery tool. You do need to be careful of going too hard onto it, because you can, in certain areas, like it can be a negative effect. So be a little careful when you first try it out. Don't like put all your pressure into it, but I'm sure if it hurts too bad, you probably won't like push on. Okay, let's get into number 5. So for number 5 on the recovery tool list, this is starting to get into more of the pricey, expensive recovery ways you can do at home, and a little bit more experienced if you're more getting into that like more athlete type versus just working out. So we have the massage gun. So I bought a knockoff at Walmart. This is what it looks like. I also have a video where I review it. I'll link that right there up in the corner. But this is what it looks like, and then you have different attachments. And then it has like a little power switch. This one comes with levels. You just put it on, and then you dig it in. Ooh. So this knockoff is not as good as like Therabody or Theragun machine massage tools. Just like the vibration feels a little off, so it does tickle me when I like do it on my quads or something. So this was $60 at Walmart, and the Theraguns are like $300, $400, $500. So those ones are super expensive. I wouldn't invest in that until you do all the other recovery tools that I'm going to talk about, because they're definitely a lot cheaper options. So now I am going to get into the next recovery tool. The next recovery tool, number 6, I'm going to talk about is cupping. Cupping, if you've never had it professionally done, amazing. It looks really funny. So if you ever see those athletes where like they have the red circles all over them, that's cupping. Usually when you get professionally done, they do fire cupping. It's where you have some oil on you, they light a swab, stick it in the glass to warm it up, and then put the glass on the oiled spot, and it pulls your skin like a suction into the cup. And then you move it around, and it turns all red because it's bringing all the toxins to the surface and heating up your muscle and working out the knots. Now, I would not advise doing fire cupping at home. That can be really dangerous, and you should just definitely go get it done by someone who's trained and has like some type of certificate or something that in fire cupping. So an easier option is suction cupping. So I got this on Amazon for like $30, I believe. I'll link it down below. It comes with multiple sizes, and it also has like a little metal thing that you just can stick in here, and it's supposed to act like a pressure point. Now I don't really see a difference with these, so I just use the cups because the little thing is annoying to mess with. So I will show you how this works. Let's get a smaller size. So you pull this up to release the air in the cup. You stick the little suction on. And then you usually want to have like lotion or oil on. It works better for suction like that, but it also works if you don't have that on. So we're just gonna stick it right there. So you can see how it's pulling it in. And the redder the skin gets, that means that's more of a tight muscle that has like more knots in it. So definitely, it's getting a little bit red, but you take it off. You're supposed to leave it on, the directions say, for 10 to 15 minutes. I always go a little bit longer just because I feel like I have really big knots. So then you just, to release, you just pull this little lever and it uncups. And if it is a muscle that has like a knot in it or that's really tight, it will leave a bruise and kind of look like the blood vessels have broken a little bit. I will put a picture of what I look like with it all done all over me by this set right here. Now this does come with a guide, to tell you where like different pressure points work. Like in Chinese culture for cupping sets, they use this for medicine. So like it'll show you where to put different places for like sinuses or digestion issues, stuff like that. I don't necessarily know if that works, but it definitely helps for recovery. So now I will move on to the final 7th at-home recovery tool. Okay, here it is, the 7th recovery tool. Now, a lot of you are probably like, what the heck are you holding? This is a stainless steel scraper. So some people call it gua sha. That's more in the Chinese culture, that's what they call it. But in America, they kind of just simplified it by saying scraping. What you do is you put on, you definitely need like lotion or oil for this. I use a lavender salve, I don't know how you say that, but lavender salve, so it's very oily. And so I'll show you how this works. Take some of this oil, lip balm type stuff, rub it on. I like this end, but you have multiple ends. You can get a little in more with the corners, but this end's my favorite. And then you scrape. You just scrape at the muscle. And this is breaking up the muscle fibers, which if you have knots, that's really good to work out because you want to get those muscle fibers broken up and out of that little knot that you have. I love using this on my neck. Like if you have a tight neck, like let's say you're on the computer all the time and you're just like kind of looking down, putting your neck in weird spots and it hurts, like you can feel it really tight. If you just put some oil there and then you scrape, oh my goodness, you will feel a huge difference. Like I get headaches from having really tight neck, like my neck is just always super tight. So I bought this little tool specifically for my neck. I have another one, like I made my own scraping tool out of like just like a little wooden spoon. So that works if you don't want to invest in an actual scraping tool just yet. And a wooden spoon will be more like less intense. But this is definitely like medical grade scraping tool. I'll also link this down below on Amazon. I got this one for $30. So it's not too bad on price. They do have larger sets with different shapes that do different things, but I think starting out I would recommend just this because you have different ways you can do it. This kind of forms to your neck and like your traps, and then you can also work out your quads. But this is my all-time favorite form of recovery. I go to a person that does it on me full body, kind of more intense. But just when I need a little at home, I love having this with me. But I will say you should definitely get this done on you multiple times before you try it at home, because there's certain ways you need to do it to where you don't hurt yourself. Because you are breaking up muscle fibers, you're causing bruising all over your skin. So definitely either research how to do it, ask, a professional how to do it if you want to do it at home, or go like how I did. I got it done so many times that I kind of just learned how to do it. But I would highly recommend, 100%, my favorite form of recovery. I recover way faster with this than I do with any other recovery tool that I listed. And of course there's other like recovery ways you can do. You can get massages, you can do the cryotherapy where you're being frozen basically in the little bath. But those all are pricey. You need to go multiple times to go get it done. It really starts adding up. So these are kind of cheaper ways to do recovery at home that you can do yourself and recover way better than if you just go into the gym and then you go home and lay on the couch. That is not good for your muscles. It's not good for your mobility. You'll get really stiff and probably injure yourself. So definitely look into recoveries. do the things that I listed here. And yeah, so that is the end of this video. I hope you learned a lot. And let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.